Welcome back, everyone. And you're looking at my bag here, the witch's bag. And I've had this for probably 15 years, and I haven't really used it that much. But I was cleaning up and I found it, and I thought some people out there might be interested in seeing it. So I'm going to open it up and show you what's in the witch's pouch. Okay. There we go. And I'll zoom in a little bit so that you can see. These are almost like runes, but they are the major arcana for a tarot deck. And as I say, I made them many, many years ago. And when I opened them up, I noticed that the deep blue colors were staying, the golds were staying, but some of the pale blues were fading a bit. So I might need to retouch these one day. But for now, I thought, let's just go through them. Now, I have to say that they came like this in a little spa kit, and they smelt of sandalwood. And I kept them around for years and years and years and years. And I didn't know what to do with them until one day it dawned on me, why not make a little, almost a rune set, but use tarot card ideas. So I hope that I can get this to focus a little bit better for you. There we go. So we'll just go through them one at a time. And I do have my tarot deck beside me if we need to see how I came up with the little symbols that I used. But you can see the numerical number there, 5. So in the major arcana, and this only includes stones for the major arcana, that's all I had enough for. This represents the Pope or the Hierophant. So I was trying to appeal to the cross for faith, a little bit of ornamentation, and the 3 crowns like on his scepter. And this has a little bit of glitter. And it was just so much fun to do. So that is the Pope. And if I go to the card for the Pope, there is that scepter with the 3 levels there. And I was focusing it along with the 2 pillars and the little bit of ornamentation that you see there. And of course, the 2 crosses on the bottom. So that was the Pope card. So we'll put that one aside. Let's go to this one. Well, 15, this is the devil. So this is the chains and the inverted symbol at the top and the bat wings and that bondage from the cube that he sits on. So that was 15. Let's see if I can quickly find that one. Yes. So there you have the chains, the loop, the little bit of the fire energy there, and as I say, the hint of the bat wings and things. So that represented my devil. Let's choose another one here. Okay, this one's a little bit more simple, but this is the Justice card. So if I go back in here, it's the scales of justice that I was trying to bring, and her sword. Okay, this one here, well, that's the Lover's card. So I was trying to bring some of the symbolisms for that. So let's get into the Lover's card. And there we have it. Mine is more the bow and arrow Yeah, we've got the clouds and the two hearts for the people. So that was my lovers. Here, pretty small to draw a complete hanged man, so I went with that symbol and the trees. So if we go back into that, there's our hanged man and the trees with his foot and the idea of suspended. Okay, this one, minus this little thread that's sitting here, is the Empress. So if I find her, I was trying to get that sort of heart shape that you see on her lap there, as well as some of the stars and her crown of gold. So that was the Empress. Let's see this one. Ooh, yeah, the Tower card. So I've got the explosion happening, some fire coming out, some brickwork with a little bit of gold added in, and some yods falling there. So let's go to the Tower card. There it is. So I don't have room to put the people on this one. It was all about, what is it? The Tower card. All right. Then we've got 20, Judgment. Again, not a lot of space to work with here. So I went for the bugle and the cross. Get that back in focus. There we go. And some music symbols there, a little bit of grass down below, and the flowers for hope for me. All right. This was the Emperor, number 4. So again, just some of the symbols that you would see in his hands there, a shield, a little bit of growth with greenery there, and the cross that appears above. Now I can't remember the name of that device in his hand, but there it is. Okay, this guy. Everybody can figure that one out, I think. That's our jester or our fool. And it is very different than the card, but still enough room that I can include the sun, some rays, and our little fool. Now this one, 17, the star card. Hang on a sec, we'll see if we can find 17. There she is. 17. So we've got our, I'm going to put her down there for a second. We've got her star, we've got the 2 vases, and the idea of the flowing water. It's hard to hold this in such a way that you can see it without my fingers all over it. So we'll put her away. This one, the Death card. So we've got our scythe and our scary man, the Death. But that's not what it's about, is it? It's about transformation and change. So there's our guy from the horse and the scythe. This one here, the sun. And some of the gold still shines in this one with the idea of the sun plus the sunflower and a little bit of the fence, the wall behind it in the cards. So let's find the sun card. And there's the burst and there's the sunflowers. Okay. What is this one? 14. Well, that is temperance. So it looks like, it's been a long time since I played with these guys. Yeah, a little bit of wings there. halo energy, a little iris in the water down below. The idea maybe of a crown in the background. Flowers and vases and hope. Okay, so this one is the High Priestess. So I was trying to bring in her headdress, the water symbol, and the pillars. So let's go back to here. So you can see the pillars and the headdress. This one, 21, is the world. Get it in focus. Again, I was going for the banner that the figure usually carries, and sometimes the two wands with a star for a little bit of glamour. So that is our star card, 21. Okay, this one here, 18, the moon. Well, you get an idea of the moon up above and the pathway. This one is fading a little bit. It's going to need a touch-up. So if I go to the moon card, some of the colors and the idea of the moon, the clouds. Too small to put doggy and fox in, or a crab. And this one, strength. So let's find our lion. So I put the infinity symbol and the head of the lion with some of his teeth. All right. And our beloved hermit, number 9, with his lantern and his staff, braving the elements. Let's just see. And there is our hermit. Okay, this one looks pretty easy to figure out. Our Wheel of Fortune. I believe it went this way. Yep, because the number 10's on the bottom. So all I could do was focus on a little bit of the water, the wheel. Get that one in focus. There we go. And our wheel. Getting down there. They don't smell like sandalwood anymore, unfortunately. And that was the Magician. So just a star and all the elements, like the pentacle, sword, cup, and wand. And the number 1. And our last one, what is it? What card have we not done? Does anybody know? Okay, let's see. It's the Chariot. So that is number 7. A hint of wheels, the star from above on his head. And that's about it for that. So I hope you've enjoyed that. I had some fun finding it on the shelf again and being able to bring them down. There was a lot of energy put into these, and I really didn't use them other than for myself once in a while. I think they'll stand the test of time. They seem very hard, almost like a rock now. And I was bringing in the energy of Friday because I am doing this on a Friday. And I have some stones in there to represent Taurus and the candle. And when I think of Taurus, I think of the Hierophant and the sharing within the community knowledge. And also the Empress comes up. And that's breathing new life into something and planting seeds. Well, these are going to get some new life from me one day when I have some time. Bring back some of the colors, make it vibrant again. And with Taurus, it's very earth energy, and I found the stones really drew them to me today to bring in that earth energy. So I'm going to say, have a wonderful day. I hope that you sometimes can look at some objects like this and set them aside for when you can make something magical, even if it's just for yourself, and a way of learning the tarot and looking at symbols and breaking it down into its simplest form. So, have a wonderful day and don't forget to play. Okay? This is Craggy Brook Witchery, Lori saying, have a fabulous day, guys.